slowly pulling Fron from this, or what pieces of Fron they can grab a hold of.
Ukher will help the old man.
Yep.
He will clean the circle.
He doesn't want you to touch the Belnorn. He seems to be
druid
up
bits.
to the... Yeah, he's up to that body.
I'm unsure what to do with this one. We should gather up his remains. I do not know if he'll reform or not.
Ukher actually pitches this guy. He doesn't carry him out.
He's got magic items!
fucking armor.
Magic items, careful!
Gather up what he
We'll
has.
cast destruction on the Fomor, the Titan's corpse.
Okay. Does that destroy corpses?
I'm not
Can you?
positive.
I don't think you can cast destruction because we're on
Why?
a planet that sucks.
Yeah, it's a 7th level spell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
I
you're
can.
right, you're right.
Oh, just move closer,
I
actually.
don't think I have anything then.
Wait, no, I
Mind you,
can't.
as he hasn't actually tried to cast a high level spell here, he's never been here before.
Okay, yeah,
It sucks.
you know that you weren't able to access it.
It feels bad.
Yep.
It feels bad, man.
You think about high-level spells, you get headaches.
Ukher's gonna sniff around and pick up pieces of Echelou based off of smell.
Okay. Yeah,
Bit of Echelou, not a bit of Echelou. Bit of Echelou, not a
the
bit of
Zode Father
Echelou.
provides kind of a very large sack to put the remains in. The giants are already digging a hole over where it looks like other graves have been created.
Altagar, see if they want. See, we can try to bring their friend back, the big red giant.
Briar of Zode is looking at the body of Ekin. It looks like it's just been torn to crap by the little Unseelie.
Oh, let me hop over. Friends, you can try to reincarnate them.
Hey, you think you can fix me?
Let me I can try.
You look at the Lemmy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Briar looks at you and he basically whispers under his breath, "You are Fomori now. King of them by that ring." He does not look impressed. Well, he's impressed, but he looks angered at the death of Ekin.
Listen, do you want? I can bring Ekin back.
Depends who was watching during the fight.
Yeah, we can reincarnate your friend.
It was not his wish. It is not our ways.
Wishes and ways, fine. We're getting to the end times. Just keep that in mind. We need everyone, every capable soul and body. If they're not fighting here, they're gonna fight somewhere else with a soul.
Yes, and that was his wish. Besides,
All right.
we are Nalbrenese, he says. Almost in a way like he says he wouldn't want to become something else.
Lemmy nods, gives him respect, and asks Altagar to follow him to the stones.
Altagar will go with him to the stones.
I will go and cast.
What does being Nalbrenese mean to you?
Oh, I cannot. Altagar, I cannot cast it here.
You wouldn't understand, Elf. Somebody said you had to be something other than Elf. Would you?
When we get home, then maybe.
When I get home, I'll try it. If you'd like, I can also do some surgery.
It
You're
wouldn't
like-
be my first choice.
Maybe not that.
It's better than actual magic healing, just so you know.
You notice him removing this little kind of like circlet from his head. It's in a respectful way, not in a looty, grabby way. His spirit will join that of the gods, and he will serve them as he did in life in his death.
Are you the druids that are at war with the menfolk? The knights?
Yes? They have gone hard. They do not seem to respect the other faiths. Only Nawara Silverhand and this fivefold god that came from across the sea, and now I hear from beyond.
You want to know about the five-faced god?
No, actually.
It's a devil. Thing enslaved my people and all other races. There is nothing good. There's nothing of them that will share with others. They'll just destroy and eat and kill. That's all they do. They bring you nothing. Best to kill them all.
I wish to bury my friend, my druid brother here.
I'll leave. I know you don't like me.
Yeah, he watches you go.
He'll leave the air like our
Yep.
circle and just step out in the area for hang out here. Lemmy-O will hang out with the Zodfather for a bit. See what's going on.
Yeah, Zodfather and Ukher.
We're currently playing pick up 2,000 bits of Eshelu.
Right. At least he got like splattered as a bird, and then he all kind of he doesn't seem to be made of much of bone anymore. It seems like his bones have sprouted plant matter, and the plant matter is kind of rotten, but not rotten in like a putrid way. And it's hard to tell like what is this him, and your scent is able to help pick him up. The Zodfather just gives you a nod, thanking you.
This is not the weirdest thing I have done.
There's a wolf in you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to Great Mountain and fight with wolf and bear.
I see. Wolves have become something else of late. They may be the victors of this endless winter.
Yeah, Ukher picks up a tiny knot piece of Eshelu and whips it at one of the spirits of Fimbulwinter's heads. Yeah, they're more on that guy's side.
There are those that are here that could help you.
Mean with his wolf thing?
Yes.
Inner wolf?
There are some that know the ways of shifting well. They could teach you in time. But first you must tame your wolf.
He knows druids and shapechangers that can teach you druids and or like shapechanger feats.
Yep. Quick change or some stuff like that.
Yeah, it's basically so.
Are you familiar with the gods?
Gods
other
of
gods.
leaf and tree, of hunting, of nature, both kind and terrible, yes.
You notice he notices Danekinder, and he actually kind of lets Danekinder sniff his hand, and he's now petting Danekinder.
Where the hell did you go?
Skulls.tier is Skulls.tier has strong bite.
Yes. Fenris was bound by 3 things. 3 different girds. Tyr lost his hand because of the 3rd one that worked. You want to bind his kin. You should find the 3rd gird.
What was third gird?
I knew I should have wrote these down.
A girder, a hard hat, work shoes. taller?
Lading was the first. The second...
He's thinking. He's had a hard time.
Gleipnir was the third.
Is it a thing?
Dromi was the second. The first were bindings, the second were twice as strong and thick. Fetters, heavy. Gleipnir was very faint and slight. It almost insulted Fenrir when the god suggested that Gleipnir be placed upon him. It was soft and smooth as a silken ribbon, yet strong and firm. It was said to have been built using 6 ingredients by dwarves in the land of Svartal Fahemir.
So Ukher pulls out the bomb-ass chains of bombness.
Which are his chains?
Yeah.
Fenris was unable to break Gleipnir. It still may be upon him. But somehow he will free himself in these end of times, if he hasn't already. It cost
Mine are still Dromi.
Tyr his arm.
The ultra rare super chocolate chains of epic awesome and brodacity. That's a great name, which we will not use. Because you've already... right. Because they might be eaten.
Aha! Dogs are allergic to chocolate.
But I do not think that is how you will tame your wolf.
No.
It appears you've tried already.
These are, how do you say, formality more than anything. It makes other people feel safe. Puts the big ass chains away.
Actually feels your forehead.
I see. You've lived with this for a time. It is too late for a cure. A cure would mean your death.
I don't die.
Let us go see what we can see about an Owl Crown. Let us bury him nearby.
He actually puts a hand on Lemmy.
Yeah.
I think he forgave you in the end.
Hope so. Lemmy's thinking there was nothing to forgive because I didn't do anything wrong, but
Holy
we'll just
stubborn.
leave it there. We'll just
Alright,
leave it
yeah,
there.
Your Tricera talpies.
How
are gone.
dare you!
Yep.
How dare you, bastard! Yeah, let me. Yeah, we'll go together.
Okay, Altagar had wandered over towards the giants, where they were making a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
They lay Thrawn inside of it.
Donovan is trying to be sort of shadowing behind Altagar to help him out with any sort of speaky thing if he runs into a stumbling block. It looks like he's going to fall on his face.
Got it. Donovan's the ambassador for Altagar. That's funny.
He's just gonna, let him make sure he doesn't,
They basically dig a hole. They make a bed of like fern leaves, ferns and pine cones. Lay the big giant in there best they can. They kind of have to fold him up into the hole, and then they place another bed of conifer branches and pine leaves and ferns that they uncover out of the snow, and then they start packing the earth back in. Prince Boskar begins to play his bagpipes. He gets a 30 on his perform check.
Sing, Donovan, sing.
It's not bad, but it's not like attracting the attention of
The gods.
Does Altagar want Donovan to sing? Is the real question.
Yes.
That's
Sing a
a
funeral
stupid
theme
question,
song.
because
Stupid question.
Altagar always wants him.
good morning. It's orange juice.
hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my wrecking girl.
So, the Firbolg worshipped who again? It was
Anam.
Anam. Okay.
Anam.
Oh, brutal.
That's pretty bad. We will
That's awesome.
That one wins, I think.
we will sing the praises of Anam to. They've already buried him. This is already at post burial.
Yep.
Do we want to see him safely? Do we want to bring him back? Do we want to? I don't think we can bring him back. We want to.
Try.
We want to. Well, he also got corrupted by like Gookie Demon Soul before dying, so we want to pray for Anam to see the safety of Fran's soul.
Yep.
Okay. Are you trying to get Anam's attention?
Yes. I will spend my last mythic point for the day in trying to perform well. And it might not work. It's very possible. That is not how I spelled those at all. Dromi was close. I was close to Dromi. Just saying. Okay, 73.
Yeah, oh, I was already with the mythic?
That's already with. Oh, I don't have any more mythic. I can't mythic it at the. I could mythic it to make it better, but I can't because I'm out.
Okay. You're asking for his soul to be what?
Cleansed and accepted.
Uncorrupted.
To be to pass on protected and uncorrupted.
Okay. You the 73. Yeah, you actually, all of you gasp a little bit as you see the spirit of Fron rising into the sky. No fighting, he says, and then this slow smile crosses his face. You know he's joking. There's plenty of fighting to do.
But he's whole.
Yeah, his spirit is whole as it rises into the sky. You get this sharp feeling, Donovan. Like this is you got Anam's attention, or maybe some presence that is working on behalf of Anam, and you hear this voice in your head that you understand, and it says, "Not for you." Like annoyance, like somebody like meddling kind of annoyance is sort of what you picked up emotionally.
All right.
Nom is true neutral, right? Alright. I told them I'd pray for them, but sing them a song later. This was our time. Not for you. So
Gnarlcrown and Lemmy.
Mm.
Lemmy-O, when you touch Gnarlcrown's body, you get this feeling of anger and frustration.
How? How do I sense this?
You feel these emotions when you touch his body.
I'm feeling strange things when I'm like anger.
Yes. Something strange happened.
What was it? A perception check? Do I see anything like weird, like in physical or?
Well, he got blasted apart by a
So
Titan's
saw
mace.
that.
So yeah, his stuff is all over the place.
is it
what's on the
something
inside of a treant? Is it just a bunch of wood, or is it like
something spiritual?
It's pulpy wood. There might be little weird organs.
The heart of the tree.
Can I perhaps regrow his sapling?
I do not know. Gnarlcrown has been around for a very long time. He is well past the age of procreation.
Is it possible to bring him back then, or?
Possible, yes. We shall try in the morrow, unless you know his wishes.
I do not. His wish, I know he wanted to save the people of Stemaglen.
Then that may fall to you, Lemmy-O.
I was gonna... Fuck, another thing. Alright, yeah, Lemmy's nodding. I know.
Go recover Tyr's hand. The hand of Tyr. Cool.
Wear it.
We can try in the morrow. I suppose you can, can't you? You are a Stematon priest.
Don't have access to the cleric spells here.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
What'd you say?
We will move his remains over there with the others. Unless you wish to cart them to Stemaglen.
Leave him here. Stemaglen is collapsing.
Perhaps when the giants are done.
I can help bring him, says the treant. He helps pick up Gnarlcrown. He actually has a few trees come in from the tree line, like animates some trees, and they come and carry Gnarlcrown's body off to the side.
Hey Lemmy,
Yeah? Yes, Ukher.
do you want to drop the big guy over on the orc army?
That actually would be quite amusing. Can we give it a sec? We're gonna go and attack the orcs, that's given, but probably tomorrow. Since most of us have spent their powers.
Does uptime work? No. I'm not getting it. I don't know if it works for you guys. I'll have to check
What
my
is it?
Nightbot to see if uptime. Oops. Yeah. I do have
The
Nightbot
uptime
running,
is
but
significant.
Yeah.
7 hours?
I don't know if that... Yeah, if that gives us... I can tell you off of XSplit, we've been running for...
6.5.
I'm not sure. It doesn't say on XSplit.
6 hour.
Yeah,
almost
6 hours.
7
We started at 3.
Almost 7.
We started at 3, yep. It's 9:50. 3:20 to 9:50. Okay, alright.
Alright.
The giants come over to help. Apparently they know Gnarlcrown. They help dig.
Yeah.
Zodfather creates, I think, casts Move Earth, which I think is a low enough level spell.
Danekinder is using his horns.
Gnarlcrown's
pretty
body
strong.
is lowered in. Some of his things are taken off beforehand. Spell component pouch, a staff, a few trinkets that were on top.
They just had to touch the stones before the move earth.
Okay.
Who's taking the stuff?
The treant is putting it in a bag, and then the treant goes and puts the bag down kind of near the circle.
Okay.
Druids are a bunch of communists. You put all the treasure in a pile and you give it to everyone. Your heroes never get strong because they never have enough stuff.
Do you say any words over Gnarlcrown's?
Yeah.
Danekinder can feel that you're a little bit sad. Well, what is Lemmy feeling?
No, Lemmy's sad. He was pissed off that
Screw
he
your
was
tree
pissed
out.
off at the situation, but I mean they resolved it.
Yep.
They resolved it. And he's sad because basically he always looked up to this guy, and he was the second to Yig to him, right?
Yep.
And having the protector of Stemaglen and his people, fall an honorable death, yet a sad death because
Lokert joins the funeral. So does Velen, who drops like some holly berries on top of the.
Yeah, let me. It's basically it right there. I can do a diplomacy to make it nicer.
Altagar and Donovan gonna go
Yeah.
step over. Sure.
Yeah, Ukher's gonna just sit by the stones and watch.
What is Azildan doing?
Azildan's sitting on top of the stones. Where's yeah. Well, they'll sit a little closer to the funeral, but
Alright, now what is Midwick here?
Perching like
Oh, Midwick
like a
watches from
'90s angel vampire.
Midwick watches from afar, but he
Okay.
takes his hat off. Got a little bald spot.
Yeah, everyone's like there for Lemmy. Some of them were there because they knew Gnarlcrown, but
Yeah.
it's obvious that Lemmy is the next most powerful druid in. Well, it could very well be the most powerful druid in Stemaglen. He's the ranking Stematon that remains behind.
All right. Gnarlcrown, thank you for caring for Stemaglen, Stematon priests, my family, my home, my people, Yig, the other worlds, the other lives, the other trees and the other plants and animals that you've touched. Your life was long and it's time for you to rest. I had hoped to stand by your side and face more of the end times. But you'll continue in the next life. The rest of us will do what we can here and hope that our deaths are as honorable as yours and meaningful. Thank you for everything, my friend. Diplomacy?
Sure, you can make a diplomacy check.
Ooh. Sing, Donovan!
Just a little cord that they pull at the back of Donovan.
No, this is your show, man. This is you. Donovan will support whatever you're doing. I.e., he'll give you +2 if that's what you want.
What he said.
Hey.
Oh, wow. 28.
Okay.
Suckers.
Lemmy-O says his words. There are a bunch of nods from the giants and the other druids that have assembled. Of course, this is like the third or fourth funeral of this day.
Yeah.
You go and throw the last little bit of earth on top of Gnarlcrown's body, and you get this overwhelming feeling of anger, frustration, and now desire for vengeance.
Sense motive! Is Lemmy having weird thoughts?
Yeah, there's nothing compulsing over Lemmy. Lemmy-O just lost his master, so yeah, Lemmy-O looks emotional.
He's distraught.
I go back to Zodefather. Something's wrong.
He nods perceptively, like in agreement.
I feel it more now.
I will keep an eye on things here. If you must go elsewhere.
He's speaking in Druidic, which means Donovan can understand.
There's the other Titan here that needs to fall.
You didn't get the class ability.
There's another Titan that needs to fall.
Yes, but that one is much greater than this. It is an old tool of the gods that won entire wars for them. Even with your might, I do not know. But know the path to Yggdrasil is now clear.
Correct.
I mean, yeah, orc army and all, but that's nothing.
For druids, yeah, we turn into tiny birds and we fly around.
You fly. Well, you turn into tiny birds, you fly around them, or you just own army. You lots of entangle spells, and you laugh at them.
Yeah. That's why those things running around in the forest, they should have just entangled them all, like. Just done. We will be traveling through Yig, reopening the path to Vosgard, and finding Crucible.
We will be defending this place against the orc now.
We can defeat the army before we leave. It's very doable. Looks at his friends.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Right, we gotta send word to my father and go visit the Fomori.
Yes, Altagar needs to command his forces over which he is king, specifically the Fomori.
And the Firbolg.
Is that right? The Firbolg and the Fomori are, well, with the Firbolg and the Fomori, this place should be well defended against the orcs.
Yeah, it should be.
I can't wait to see the Fomori's faces. Either they'll get my axe, or they'll be down on their knees. All three of them! Oh. He looks at Altagar with a weird, grabby...
Weird extra hand
Yeah.
tentacle thing. Oh, we call that one hugger.
God. Yeah. They'll end the place one way or another.
We got a great stone seat for you to sit on.
Lemmy, you know I don't like slaughtering fields of men. Bring us their champion, we squish them. Not field of just men.
You gonna fight? You gonna go and find their leaders? We can do that. That's fine.
I think leader came here.
No, they still have other orc leaders. Other casters and shamans. And the warriors. Defeat them and they'll be rabble.
A significant number were punted over to the left-hand side of the map. The War Priest of Groom, you're pretty sure he's some sort of general, Donovan, by his markings.
That priest was rather well decorated. I mean, Lemmy, you have the ability to send messages to people.
True.
You can tell them all without meeting them. You can tell them all to go away. If I was going to stay here, I'd be more concerned with the witch.
Which one?
Morgan.
Oh, her. Right. Yeah, no, Galeth is also amassing his men to fight against the orcs.
Her fire through simulacra was not typical fire. It was atypical fire.
Yeah, I understood. I understand.
I don't know if you fully comprehend.
Yes, no, they were very dangerous. I felt the heat before it got to me.
Yes. Any one of those spells could easily have felled one of us, or multiple.
Good work, by the way. All right, so what's our next? I'll just gather these fellas. Let's have a chat. Heroes. So collect the heroes. Go sit over here somewhere. Type.
Adam and I are talking about mythic spellcasters. I was taunting him a little bit, and now he's taunting me back. That's what happens when you have IM at games.
Where's Azzy?
coming
Oh, there
down.
he is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where are you guys going?
Just a bit to the side. To the
Oh,
south
okay.
here,
You're
just
bringing
chat.
the heroes there. Velen looked
Yeah.
like he was going to come over to chat, but then he kept his distance as he knows you guys are all. He waves to like Donovan and Lemmy, like I'll be over here if you need me.
Donovan, wave him over.
Yeah, come over.
No, you're cool. You're part of the cool kids. Come over here.
All right, fellas.
It feels good to be amongst my peers, or perhaps better, as he says. He looks up at Altagar when he says that.
Yeah, Altagar has been mutated. He's not in a good mood right now. There'll be no jokes today.
Okay.
So, is it itchy? Ukher's poking at the grabby hand.
It's kind of like slapping back. It's got a reflex.
Altagar,
it's really reflexive.
Altagar, I can deal with it with magic, and I can deal with it with actual surgery. We can try both if you wish. But we just need to get back to Varkholm to do...
We don't need surgery. We just need a pair of scissors to make a tiny hole in tunic.
That is
I will slap you all to death.
that is very that is very natural for Fomori, though.
Correct.
There are
every-
specimens in nature that sometimes are different. Does that make them less important to life?
No, not at all. I was responding to his request earlier. A regenerate spell will let me know if it is supposed to be there or not, according
So
to
you
your
want to
form.
cut it off and then grow it back.
No, I regenerate
No.
before I do the surgery to let me
It
know.
has
if
to
it's
be
supposed
like a hair. You need to pull it out from the root.
Gentlemen.
to death, Ukher.
Velen looks a little shocked. And now
I
he's-
look at Velen. They're just.
he looks like he's regretting coming over now.
There's this joker. There's this joker. Okay. What is our next step? There's an orc army here. There's another Titan here that apparently is not good for us to fight yet.
There's an old army and aspect of a god that needs. Sorry, not aspect of a god, minor god.
Gnolls are threatening Border Town.
Yeah.
If we let Border Town go, we let a very important market disappear. Have you guys looked at the write-up that I made for Border Town and what can be sold and bought
Where you
there?
sell everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a research center, but you can buy really powerful stuff there.
It's not the. Oh, the Jackal King's an asshole.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I would like. My next step is I'd like to reconnect Yig to Vosgard, and I'm more than happy to go to Barter Town and get rid of those gnolls for you.
We do have a dragon horde's worth, several Lenorm hordes worth of things to spend.
Alright, well, apparently I got some Furbolg and Fomori to take charge of. So why don't I do that? We'll demand the surrender of the orcs in front of the gate. Send them back through.
I've got a lot of crafting to do with all my armor and my guns.
Make a list, Altagar,
Then
of
we'll
the things
take-
that you'll need, the things that you'll want with your share of the treasures.
And he shows
Yeah,
you
sure.
a piece of paper that like is the amount that is your share.
You
And
got
then
an
what-
extra zero or something there, because that can't be right.
It's like more money than you've ever like. At first, you thought that's what the Dragon Horde was worth, but when you know that's your share, I think it's something like 60,000, and they're not even finished
69
selling
something.
selling all the stuff.
Altagar, do you require assistance in your leadership?
I do not think you should go alone. King.
Why?
One of my
Altagar.
subjects is now a king!
He goes over and actually gives you kind of like a little bro hug.
It's
Yeah.
so guess it is now Lokrik, King of King. Not quite King of Kings, but he's King of
No,
King.
you're not a subject of mine anymore.
Oh, but I liked being your subject.
You're my equal.
Altagar, remember the token.
Well, I'm still gonna
protocol.
call you Your Highness, because you're the best, that's why.
Yeah, Lokrik blushes a little bit, like he turns away, a little bit of red.
Right. Yeah, I won't go alone, because there's gonna one of these Fomorians gonna get uppity. I'm sure of it. I mean, not that I couldn't, but you know, just in case. Like
Sometimes
these
a
big
little
feet
bit
now, I
of
might trip on them.
manipulations beyond simple smackening are required.
So Lokrik
Yeah, I'm
needs
pretty sure the Fomorians are pretty used to the smackening.
Lokrik needs to return to Dvergholm to do crafting. Midwick sounds like he needs to return to do crafting.
Lemmy, maybe you should go with them. And the three of you can check on Yggdrasil and make sure that Yggdrasil leading into Nalbren is safe and that orcs are no longer pouring through.
Right. I can send you fellows home and come back here. Be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Don
Lane
says-
shift.
I think Ukher wants to get some spell research done.
Yep.
So he
I
needs to
suppose
go
I
to
will
this
stay
room.
with you, Donovan, Altagar, and Lemmy-O.
I think I'll join you too. I got no crafting to do.
Oh, are you going to stay with Altagar?
Yeah.
Once I reconnect to Vosgard, Yig to Vosgard.
Hey, you! Poke. What about the,
Yeah, there's nothing on Vago.
We're not on Dvergholm, we're on Nalbren.
There's something on
I already
that.
did it. Oh no, I did it on. I didn't do it here. That's right. We showed up and all shit turned it. Yeah, try it here.
Right, you no. There's nothing that happens here. Randomly werewolf.
It's nothing on.
Have a good
Nothing
one.
here.
Thanks for catching up and hanging out with us. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, good night, dude.
It has been games and games and games since they've done downtime activities. So I think this might be a good time to actually figure out what it is they're going to buy and do during the downtime activity. Sometimes we do this
Yeah.
offline, but given that there's like an hour left in the stream, we'll do it now.
Yeah.
So is Zildan going back to DieDragonDie, or is he staying on Nalbren? Or you use the
He
compass?
uses the thing, and there's nothing.
It does not
He wants
register on
he-
Nalbren.
Alright. He wants to get. Is that because. Now, is that because the spell it uses is too powerful, or because there's nothing there?
I
Why
think you
did
should.
your head glow?
You did feel the power go off, and it kind of like it
Oh,
was
it's the
searching
thing
and reaching.
I do now.
Bardic knowledge on
Okay, so.
his head glowing?
You don't know. It'll be like 50.
Alright.
Because there's
Yeah,
one
give it a
being
shot.
who's done this for like, well, maybe yeah, we'll actually lower it a little bit. We'll say it's 40.
Okay, so
DC 40, Knowledge Arcana,
Okay,
or Planes, your choice.
all right. 47.
Okay, you know it's associated with the Wind Dukes.
You spoke to a Winduke.
Yeah, that's weird how he knew that. You spying on me?
I was there. I've known you since you were very little.
Oh,
Not very well since you were very little, but I did know you.
Right. Yeah, and how do you know about the Wind Duke?
Wait, you know him?
Yes, I saved him when he was young. Some bad blood in his family.
Yes. You know my father?
Yes.
Well, then you'll have to take me home sometime. Long overdue for me having a family reunion, don't you think?
That would require some preparations.
Oh. I'll get me spells prepped, don't you worry.
Mythloros says Lokert.
Yes. Yes, I saved Azildan from his... taking too much credit. There were troubles, and Azildan
This-
needed to be hidden, and I helped hide him. You know who did the rest. It is good to see you on your path. How was the Wind Duke? Was
correct.
he strict?
He was, efficient.
There's something about in that 47, you're like, the one that has the thing, and the reason why even people know about the Wind Dukes is that one of them is outcast. Otherwise, they live in a mythical land called Aqua, like A-A-Q-A, I think it's how it's spelled.
You don't
No,
English
AK,
very well.
yeah, A-A-Q-A. Yep.
Okay.
So I presume you met the outcast.
Yeah, he said he was an outcast. Who I spoke to.
He would be the one.
Velen was about to ask a question, and he's like, maybe I shouldn't.
please. Any insights would be useful.
What's a wind?
They're a primordial being of law.
He says.
Kind of stuffy. Or so the stories go.
They make everything better.
He says. With no real bias towards law or chaos.
You're neutral good! Yes! We're friends! You and me, we're friends! Velen, pleasure to make your acquaintance. It's been an interesting couple of days, and we will be staying around here for a bit.
Oh, I don't mind helping. If I were to return to some of the things I've left undone, I would have to go by way of Yggdrasil, which I suppose I could sneak by the orcs, but if my new friends are being plagued by them here, I could probably stay and help. I'm a good distractor.
How did you cast that earthquake?
Oh, I didn't. The Zodfather gave me something. I just simply dropped it from up high, and it, I think it's...
Zodfather had a mailing!
Yeah,
Not exactly.
whatever that is, maybe, yes.
Mailing
He
is a
whispers to
beautiful
Lemmy
girl.
in Druidic, I think he somehow crafted a higher circle spell from some of the stones over there. I can understand why the druids may want to not share that, because pretty soon, as the years go by, there may not be any more stones standing. But yes, I chucked it down and the earth shook. I have one of them left, he says, and he shows it to you.
Awesome. You keep that for when we get overrun by orcs.
He kind of like hops it in the air and then he goes, tucks it away.
Right.
So when I want to make earthquake by dropping thing, I use mailing. Mailing is about 5 hand spans across. 5 hand
It's a
spans
big
tall.
rock, that's all.
Didn't get to formally meet all of you. He shakes Ukher's hand. Oh, strong.
Ukher.
Ukher?
Ukher. Ukher, not such.
Oh, pleasure. You're
He's
not from
also
Nalbren,
known as
are you?
Ukher the Puker.
Not
Ukher
really.
the Puker. He smiles.
Ukher.
They're
All right,
I'm making that a thing.
I gave you nice name. Noodles is good name. Everybody like noodles.
Noodles is not a good name. Noodles are flimsy and weak. I am not flimsy and weak. So I got a new noodle arm that I am not very fond of, to be honest with you.
And that is King Glowcrick, Midwick, and Azildan.
Hello? He waves. He
Great.
He doesn't necessarily shake everyone's hands. He seems a little not sure what to make of Azildan. All dressed in black, weird symbols.
Being
Clean.
creepy as all hell.
Yep.
A tie.
Trying to cast destruction in the corner, just like that's all like destruction, damn it. So, where did what's his face get to? Levistinian.
When he ran away, he kept on running, and he hasn't returned.
We should send him ascending, going.
Same with
Oh, the psycho.
Emberlock, the hunt caller.
Yeah, he's
who
great.
Velen told you belongs to a druidic order called the Neo-Shamanic Order.
Are there more of those neo shamans here?
Hard to tell. None of any high rank. They are a pan-world organization that works against all civilization to reduce it to rubble so that nature can be reset. And achieve
Are they easily
balance.
identified by the lack of clothes?
There are some that hide their allegiance to them, while others may sit on the fence. Some of them may go over to the Neo-Shamanic Order when they need to fight nature. Or fight civilization. It is a thing that is more of a force than anything, but that man over there is clearly one of them. He wants to use the power of Fae as a destructive force to reset their version of balance. I, as a half-fae, don't agree with him. I rather like some of the trappings of civilization.
The Unseelie,
Agreed.
are they native to here?
Yeah. So do I. Rather like things like soap.
Native.
Polish.
They were on the Prime before all of you were.
Right.
These particular ones, did they travel here from Yig, or did they? Were they here?
Yig is old, so is Nalbren.
Fair enough.
So yes. Maybe.
I don't like them. They are...
Of course not, they're unseelie.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it.
The lowest of them would play mean tricks, and the more nefarious ones would murder you in your sleep. Why? What is there to like?
Absolutely nothing.
Some can be dealt with, others not so much. Don't worry, I am not unseelie. Well, I'm not purebred seelie. It is more of your allegiance as opposed to the way you were born.
It is judge man by action, not by other stuff.
Sure.
Normally you say color, but sometimes it's by banner or uniform or whatever.
Yes, but nature versus nurture is one of the oldest arguments in all of creation.
Yeah, all that being said, I'm gonna go talk to the Fomorians, and if I don't do what I say, I'm gonna just murder them. So.
No. That's
That's sort of their way. You might have to murder a few before you get their attention.
we
That's what I'm
will
talking about.
we will work on the kingly nature. How big of a piece of the Titan can you carry?
I got his ring. That's all I need.
All right.
His head was a few thousand pounds, I'm guessing. I can cast Anthol, says Villain.
You think I need Anhol to lift his head?
No.
Yes, because you are a little kind of skinny. You need to eat more.
I did not mean any. He's quick and slender. He's like, I did not mean any.
They're kidding. They're kidding.
First of all, his head is not that heavy because I beat his brains out.
Yes, it is sort of a hollowish vessel at this point. True enough. He smiles.
What's your strength?
It's 40 something, I think.
After game, feel free to suggest builds for a.
Oh no, it's 39.
He's not mythic, but he is a true gestalt for a half-fae druid something.
So if it's anything more than 3,700 pounds, you lose all your monk stuff.
I think I'll give Velen some
Yeah, it
stats.
doesn't, like I'm not gonna fight with it.
And then it's 11,000 pounds for your
I'm
build.
thinking half-fae sorcerer druid.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
that would be cool.
He's awesome. Well, I'm gonna... Since he's my backup and y'all can fuck yourselves.
Sure, if you want to build a half-fae sorcerer druid, that would be cool.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. Anyway, I know you like druids.
No, I'm good, man. Let me.
Okay,
I'm putting
so
all my money on Lemmy.
Lemmy, Donovan, Altagar, and Azildan's gonna go with this group to go fight
Lemmy's
orcs and
Lemmy's gonna drop
Mori.
those guys off first,
Okay, Lemmy's gonna drop these guys back off at Dvergholm.
so he'll be back in 5 seconds.
More like 12, but
12
or 18. All right, here's
20.
Locrick's going back to do crafting. He doesn't do bows, right?
he can do bows
He
up
can
to a
enchant it.
certain point. He does need help at some point, and I think with his level, he did put a rank in it because he knows that. So yes, but not currently as good as his other crafting. Why? What do you need?
I'll want oh crap! I can't remember the name now.
Who's bows? Listen, we collected some other gear
Ghost
from a
touch?
large.
Not Ghost Touch. It's, the one where you ignore armor and shield.
Brilliant
bonuses.
energy?
Brilliant energy, yes.
That makes it so it goes through.